hello. Yes. That's a washer dryer. Yes, I'm in the bathroom. You know what's even worse? We started at 7:01 tonight. Well, I was ready at 7, but the water hadn't stopped running in the toilet. I had to pee first. Very glamorous lifestyle I live sometimes. For those of you who have not seen me gather in a bathroom before, let me explain. There are times every once in a while when me and the family are in our apartment in Chelsea, and when we are, it is basically a big empty loft space. There are not a lot of different rooms, and Willa goes to sleep at 7:30. She goes to sleep halfway through gathering. So this is really the safest place. I could doctor it up a little bit. I mean, we could make it a nice little studio space. Anyways, Happy New Year. I'm glad you're here with me. We had an amazing weekend last weekend. It was amazing for a number of reasons. One, it was amazing because y'all that came out were amazing. It was amazing because of all the incredible collaborations that happened throughout the weekend. But it was amazing because Poche got COVID and couldn't come out and be with us. And man, I was so sad going into the weekend. I did not think that I just thought it was going to be a disappointment for everybody. And man, y'all that were at the shows, you rallied in such an inspiring way. And my bandies, Alex and Karina, rallied in such an inspiring way. We got to play some awesome sets with Pat McGee's bassist, Dustin Samples. We got to do collaborations with all the great artists that were opening for us throughout the 3 days, and we got to play a whole set with the old band. Josh and Francis joined us on New Year's Eve to play a second set, and man, that was bittersweet because for a number of reasons. Obviously, we were missing playing with Poche, but it was great to play with those guys again, and it also made me miss Turtle, who I wish was there with us too, right? Anyways, here we are in the bathroom. First Tuesday of 2023. What does this year have in store for us? I'm excited for it. Okay. I'll play some songs that I think might stump you. You left me a sweet mystery and walked down the door before I could follow you. And I wonder what you might be like, but I'll never know for sure. And it's alright. come and go. You showed me the best way to start. You gave me a piece of your heart. That's the shortest song I've ever written. I believe it's a 1-minute song. And every time I play it, it's nice because it reminds me that there are no rules. We get caught up in this sense that songs have to be a certain length and a certain structure, but songs are art and there are no rules to art. And if your goal isn't to be on pop radio, then your song can be any damn length it wants to be or it needs to be. My voice is still a little shot from the weekend, so I couldn't hit those high notes. But I wanted to try it for you anyways. Okay. I played that for you all at gatherings before. I believe that's the second or third time I played it. I can't remember what I call it because it's the only times I've ever played this song. I've had it written for almost 20 years. Maybe the best way to start, I think. I don't know. We'll have to go to Setlist Scott. He might know. My tune a little bit. All right, we'll see if I remember this one. This one's called Underdog's Day. You might count me out. You may look at me with a lot of doubt. I know most people do. But someday the glory is gonna come to the fool. Till then I'll be biding my time. Till I'm ready to lay it on the line. 'Cause I'm moving as fast as I can, hitting my stride. Yes, I am. Soon enough the people will say I should have saw it coming. Underdog's Day. Ooh, yeah. Well, I may not look like much when you shook me off, give me the brush. Karma's sweet ain't true. Someday I'll be up on top of the world, using up the same air as you. Till then I'm biding my time. Till I'm ready to lay it on the line. 'Cause I'm moving as fast as I can, hitting my stride. Yes, I am. Soon enough the people will say, should have saw him coming. The underdogs, they know. Underdogs, they know. Underdogs, they till then I'll be biding my time now, till I'm ready to lay it on the line, 'cause I'm moving as fast as I can, with my stride. Yes, I am. Soon enough, people will say, should have saw it coming. Should have saw me come along. Should have saw it coming. The underdogs, they, ooh, yeah. Underdogs, they. Well, all right. This is a handy spot for whiskey. And other things. It's the bathroom set. You know, I wanted there to at least be a little bit of ambiance. And I thought, oh, there's a nice set of flowers. But really, the only way to fit in this bathroom, I'm covering up the flowers. But aren't those nice? I know. If they could only be on a little shelf. Right there. Yeah. One of these days we should also put up a little thing we were thinking about. Isn't that nice? Yeah. I know. For those of you who are homeowners, you know that it's all a work in progress. It's all a work in progress. Especially when you have a baby. It's just a work in progress. It's funny, when we started this project here, I mean, we bought this apartment in 2014. And so, right, it's 2023, it's 9 years later. And it still ain't finished. It's getting better. You know. Work in progress. Yep. Well, so yeah, for those of you just coming in, it is the bathroom set. I'm gathering from a bathroom today. After an epic, incredible 3 nights on the road, Fall River, Massachusetts, Hartford, Connecticut, Tupelo Music Hall up in Derry, New Hampshire. 3 just awesome nights. Now, I have to say, right, here are some other things that made the weekend just epic. New Year's Eve was next level, amazing, epic. I think that there were a lot of reasons for that, but I think you all are the biggest reason for that. There was so much love and energy and just awesomeness in that room. For those of you, by the way, who have seen pictures, who are looking at pictures, you'll notice this incredible glowing necklace behind the stage. That's Crazy Jim. Crazy Jim, who is, by the way, coming out to Winter Gathering this weekend and bringing, if I am not mistaken, a whole set for us, which is going to be pretty super fun. Pretty awesome. But there was just, yes, it was incredible to be playing with Josh and Francis. That was really fun. We got to play some oldies, which was super fun. But you all were amazing. Fall River, Massachusetts on Thursday was amazing because in a time of COVID, you guys have to understand, right? A lot of artists, their numbers are down, people. Not as many folks are coming out to see live music these days. Or, let me say that differently. Small venues, people are coming out less to small venues, especially during waves of sickness, which we are certainly in. It's just, and during a challenging time economically, during the holidays, people are spending a lot of money. Anyways, we had more people show up to the Narrow Center for the Arts in Fall River than we ever have before. And we had our friend Pat McGee join us. It's starting to feel super exciting right now. It feels like despite challenges in COVID, we have been like holding on and hanging on and being strong. This weekend, starting that night, Thursday, it was like, whoa. Feels like we're even stronger than we've ever been. And that is really exciting. And then we show up in Hartford, Connecticut. Okay, now Hartford, Connecticut is not traditionally like a stronghold for the Adam Ezra group. It is not necessarily, we didn't think, a hot spot. But oh my gosh, it was insane. We had somewhere between 350 and 400 people buy tickets to see us. That is over 100 people more than has ever come out to see the Adam Ezra group, even before COVID. And the energy in that room was so contagious and amazing. And I was so sad going into that night because that was the day that Poche got tested positive. On Thursday, we didn't think, I just told him to stay home because he was feeling sick. And on Friday, the night of the Hartford show, Friday morning, he calls up and he's like, dude, I'm feeling better, man. Let's game on. I'm negative. I'm like, great. You know, we had this plan. He was feeling sick. Okay, well, that's cool. You know, we had this plan. He was going to skip sound check. He was just going to show up, walk onto the stage, play the set. We would have set up all the stuff. He'd walk out right afterwards. So even if he was like sick, there'd just be very minimal exposure. But like, I was like, do me a favor. Just test before you leave the house. We're loading in at 3:30. Test before 3:30 and let us know. Got a call at 3:31. He's positive. And we had this collaboration set up with Pat McGee and Patrick McAloon and Dustin Samples, the artists that were opening up the show. And they had to leave early that night. And so we had to do our collaborations right smack in the beginning of the night, which meant that the rest of the night, it was going to just be Alex and Karina and I on this big giant stage in front of 400 people. I didn't know how I was going to go. And I was just terrified of disappointing folks. I don't get a stage fright. I just don't want to disappoint you all when you come out and see us. And it was just an amazing night. It just gets me emotional just to think about it. And it was just a great, incredible night. So anyways, it's game on, people. 2023. It is game on. It is game on for Adam Ezra Group. It is game on for Rally Sound and the Ramble. It is game on for this community and all the stuff we're going to do together. It's game on. That's what it feels like. Cheers. things I was going to play for you that I hadn't. Oh, here's this one. It was back in school. She caught my eye, running around with a mighty heart, and stealing a piece of mine, and I was a fool. Never even tried. When I saw you at the party that night, I made sure to stand nearby. The way you looked at me kinda makes me sad that I never realized what I could have had, could have had. Yeah, could have had. Now we're 10 years out, I walk a city mile, and when I saw you going up the road, I waved you a timid smile. You came up to me. We talked a minute by. And when you left without a number to call, I had to question why. 'Cause the way you looked at me kinda makes me mad that I never realized what I could have had, could have had, could have had, could have had. And if I tried to tell you what was on my mind, you could have walked away or quietly declined. The more I think about it, the more it's understood. I'd rather be who could have had than I never could. The way you looked at me, yes, I'm kind of glad that I realized what I could have had, 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 could 3 songs, never released, only shared on gatherings. One called Could Have Had, and obviously, yes, I recognize I need to work on it a little bit. I get it. I wanted to share some of these songs with y'all going into the winter gathering this weekend, and man, it has been a banana nutso day, a couple days for me. Today was doctor's appointment with Willa. She had 4 different shots. Oh, God. It's hard to watch your little daughter get needles stuck in her leg, especially when she's like so young and she doesn't understand that you need to get shots as a little baby, and suddenly, and she's sitting there in your arms, trusting you, loving on you, just knowing everything is gonna be okay, and boom, 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 needles stuck in your body. What's worse than that? Oh my God. Anyways, it wasn't that bad. She was sad, upset, as one might expect. And then she got over it and she was fine. And we had a great rest of the day together. But anyways. I'll put one more for you, and then we gotta talk about this weekend. We got some things to talk about. All right. Like I'm not, it jumped all in my eyes. Rain came down on in my eyes. The rain came back down. I messed that up. Sing the last verse first. Gets us off on the wrong foot. It's like backwards, you know? It's like Benjamin Button kind of shit. I can't handle that on this nice bluesy song. I'm gonna start over again. The rain came down all in my bed. The rain came down all in my bed. Rain came back and went ahead. Rivers too wide to cross in time. The rivers too wide to cross in time. But you know the river, it crossed my mind. rising tide washes away my time. Rising tide washes away my time. You know the rising tide, it shall bring me down. The rain came down all in my eyes. The rain came down all in my eyes. Compared to my tears, the rain fell dry. I said, compared to my tears, the rain fell dry. Compared to my tears, compared to my tears, compared to my tears, the rain fell dry. That was a song that I wrote the first year I was playing music. I was living in Chicago, and I was hanging out with Rob Stone, watching him and his band. He would play sometimes with the incredible Sam Lay, Hall of Fame blues artist, and he would also play in his own band, his own band, Rob Stone and the Cinos, which you should check out on Spotify if you get a chance. But man, he got me into listening to some of the old stuff. You know, Little Walter, Robert Johnson, and Big Bill Brunzi. I just loved, and I loved some of the old finger-picking stuff, you know. Those classic blues guys, man, they really knew how to... You don't even need anything else besides that, right? That's just the thumb if you're watching. But what you're doing is you're only using this. So you have all these other fingers to make melody. Better at guitar, it would sound better, but that's generally how it works. But it was inspiring listening to that music, and to this day, it's one of the reasons why you'll see me on some songs use this thumb pick. Oftentimes, when I'm playing more rock and roll songs, I'll play a flat pick. You've seen these. Right? Just help you just strum it. And you can do all sorts of amazing things, and actually some great players. There are some great players that will play. They can do this with the flat pick and still use these fingers. They use the flat pick between these two fingers. I don't know if I'm got a right angle. And then they use these fingers to solo with on the top. Anyways, to this day, oftentimes when I am playing, songs on my own, when I'm playing softer songs, finger pick songs, I use the thumb pick and my fingers. And that's inspired by a lot of things. It's inspired by listening to folk artists. But it's also really inspired by being around some great blues artists and listening to some of that music and wanting to learn how to use my thumb as my own bassist. It's a really interesting way to think about guitar. You know, but then it works if you're playing something more. It works on something if you're playing something more acoustic and folky, right? Same. Right, if this were blues. But as it is, this is a folk song that I'm singing right now, or a songwriter song. I don't know. It ain't blues though, right? Running around is making me dizzy. I have to look away. Talking too much, yeah. You're talking in circles. Relax, we've got all day. And it looks like it's been a while since you have eased your mind. So sit back and enjoy the fire. What we will find. And you sit and tend to the fire, and I see the corn get higher. And no matter where the wind may blow, you will always be home. You will always be home. But I work hard, man. I work all day and night. Home to myself. Well, it helps to pass the time when there is no one else. And a long day passes slowly as sweat stays on my brow. But I know I will make it through it, long as I make myself remember. I sit and I look to the sky, and I see the corn getting higher. And no matter where the wind may blow, I will always be home. I vines, the corn it grows until it's cut down to the ground. And each spring this vicious cycle will again turn around. But I've learned something from this year's crops, inconspicuous wisdom, because they'll refuse to go before leaving a sweet taste on my tongue. And you sit and tend to the fire, and I see the corn getting higher. And no matter where the wind may blow, you will always be home. And I see, I look to the sky, and I see the corn getting higher. And no matter where the wind may blow, you will always be warm. I will always be home. We will always be home. Well, gatherers, let's talk for a second or two, okay? We had time. We had to talk about this weekend. In 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Actually, in 2 days, on Thursday night, me and the bandies are showing up late. I'm leaving. I'm waiting till Willa goes to sleep, and then I'm gonna drive to Fairleigh, Vermont. I'm gonna check in to Lake Moore Resort. Gonna get a night's sleep, and we're gonna wake up early, and we're gonna start setting up for you gatherers to come down. That's right, Friday, the beginning of the winter gathering. Man, I have been waiting since the winter gathering ended last year for it to start again. It is going to be an inspiring 3 days, and I just can't wait. Now, for those of you who can't be here, I want you to know that it's okay. There will be more trips. There will be. We are planning some next level stuff for the autumn getaway, which is going to be in September this year. Put it in your calendar, September 17th, 18th, and 19th. And we are going to do this again. We're going to do it every year, okay, until we can't do it no more. We will have other chances to be together for extended periods of time. This is just the beginning. But man, we're going to try something different this year. The entire winter gathering weekend, we are going to be, I'm going to be playing your requests. When you all show up on night one, in the afternoon, 3 p.m. to be exact. We stop by the winter gathering table and make sure to drop in a request. Okay. Now, beyond taking your requests, I'm going to do something that is very not intuitive for me. Okay. I'm going to write out sets for every single one of our shows. For all 6 shows that weekend, I'm going to write sets comprised of your requests, and I'm going to share those sets with you gatherers before the shows. Okay, what this means, and this may be a terrible idea, but I thought that we should try it. It's kind of the opposite of how Adam Ezra shows work. For those of you who've seen a lot of our shows, you know when we walk onto a stage, 9 times out of 10, let's say 99 times out of 100, we don't know what we're going to play that night. That's part of the magic. Part of the magic of a night is being present to the moment and letting the moment dictate the music, and then the music inspires the next moment, right? Like there's this magical thing that can happen. And there are times when I'm in the moment and I choose songs that maybe aren't as good as other choices I could have made, but that's also part of it. And we're always trying things. Sometimes those things work, sometimes they do not. That's okay, right? But we are not only going to have a plan for each one of our shows, but you are going to know our plan. You are going to know the songs that are coming up. That may ruin it for you. I don't know, right? Like, it will certainly take away the element of surprise. But maybe it'll be really cool to know what songs are coming up and to be excited to listen to it. Like, you have an album that you've listened to a bunch of times and you know all the songs that are coming, right? It doesn't prevent you from listening to your favorite album again and again, at least not me. I like knowing the order of the songs. I like what's coming next, you know? So it's going to be interesting and a really fun experience. And, if we're going to be all hunkered down in a resort together for 3 days, if we're going to share 15 hours of music, then we ought to push ourselves a little bit. We ought to try some new things. And that sounds fun to me. It sounds super fun. We are also going to be trying something. Me and the bandies have made a pact. Each night that we are playing our band set, we are going to attempt an old Adam Ezra Group song that the 4 of us have never tried to play together before, and we are going to play it for the first time without rehearsing it on stage for you. Could be a total train wreck, could be awesome. But the point is, we're going to be putting ourselves out there and taking risks along with you. Because you know what? When you come to a show, when you come to the Winter Gathering weekend, you're taking a risk too, right? Maybe it's your first time gathering with us at a Winter Gathering. Maybe it's your first time coming to a trip, right? You're going to be surrounded maybe by a lot of people that you haven't met before. I am sure that not every single one of you knows everyone else that's going to be at this trip. There's going to be 200 of you, right? So just remember, right, that all of us, part of the mission for all of us is to not be in our comfort zone 100% of the time. What is that going to mean for you, right? Who are you going to connect with that you haven't connected with before, right? What are you going to try? I know that there are a lot of fan and gatherer generated activities that are going to be happening. What are you going to participate in? That's my favorite part about this weekend, bringing you all together. That you all are as much a part of the weekend as we are, obviously, right? So I'm psyched about that. Morning 2, I have not announced this yet, but morning 2, I think after the acoustic show in the morning. So that'll be Sunday morning. I think it'll either I'm planning on it being after the acoustic set, but if there are other things scheduled that we're competing with, maybe I'll do it before. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out, but obviously you all will know if you're on the Facebook page for our gatherings and getaways. But we're going to meet. We met last year and we talked about Rally Sound and the nonprofit organization that I started along with this community about 15 or 16 years ago. 17, 18 years ago? I'm not sure. But it has been an incredible year for Rally Sound. The community work we've been doing. We raised $100,000 at the Ramble for our veterans. And that is just the beginning of what we were going to accomplish together as a community. I'm so excited about it, and I want to talk to you all who are there. I want to dig deep with you and just talk about the upcoming year. And for those of you that want to know more about it, right? Stay connected with our other gatherers that will be there. You gatherers that will be there, recognize that there will be people that aren't at the winter gathering that need to learn about our plans for Rally Sound and the Ramble this coming year, right? Yep. Some other stuff we have planned, but it's just going to be a great weekend, and I can't wait to share with you. I can't wait to try to attempt to tackle every single one of your requests. You are going to be fueling all of these sets that I'm going to put together for you, and we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. Okay. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind at our back. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May it turn when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the pain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glimpse of God's great design. Some say it's the science of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us golden we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to round in good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we had. These moments pass lightly and they won't come again. May our lives all burn bright, right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one to me, let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who aren't with us. Here is to us, none we see. Here's to to our hearts in the air that we breathe. Here's to them, good company. Here's to the future, here's to the past. Let us drink one down slow, let us drink one down fast. Let us drink one as if this night's our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh, here's to the drink that we share. Here it is. Happy New Year, y'all. Thank you for being a part of my tribe. Whether or not you're going to be with us this weekend, I cannot wait to see you in the upcoming year. I can't wait for all that we have to look forward to. Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another, and I'll see you soon.